Hi, I'm Ashley, and you are listening and watching Confidence in Coffee. The first thing I want you to know is that I see you and I hear you. I see the struggles. There's hope. What if I was to tell you that you can find confidence despite any of your circumstances, good or bad? I'm going to help you navigate the waters of womanhood, whatever season that is, whether it's marriage, singleness, or you're drowning in children. I got you, girl. I'm your new bestie. I'm going to help you find confidence and hope through Christ. I'm going to leave you with plenty of encouragement and practical tips to overcome those limiting beliefs so you can live a life well. Plus, you know we're going to find a few laughs along the way. So grab your favorite cup of coffee and join me as we chat confidence in coffee. Hey girl, do you love social media like I do? If so, I would love to see the value that you gain from Confidence in Coffee or just your favorite episode. And don't forget to tag me so I can share it too. You guys know I love having guests on Confidence in Coffee, and we're going to have my friend Sami, who is phenomenal, loves connecting with women, and is super empowering. She is a business coach, Sami Winkels, mom motivator, and coordinator of creating dreams into reality. And for the aspiring digital entrepreneur, she helps moms unleash their truth, purpose while creating the life they've always wanted, always envisioned. Sami has helped countless moms and women truly discover what they're supposed to do in their life and truly follow their dreams. She believes in the right perspective. She believes in accountability, and that's why we kicked it off. And she's motivating. She can believe that anyone can achieve their ultimate dream by living the life, purpose, and being present with their family. She's rocking her business, loving her kids, keeping it real, and being present in all of it. I am so happy that you guys get to hear from her today and super honored.
You're gonna hear kids in
Sami, I
the
am
girl.
okay. So, quick story. They've heard this 100 million times. But we try to record this one time and we're like, we're going to multitask, or I'm going to multitask. And we're going to do an Instagram live too. Yeah, no, like my stuff didn't record. It got lost and messed up and frozen on the internet. And I was just like, never again. Now I know. But I'm really excited that you decided to do this again and what we're going to talk about. Sami is an all in all. Like I told you, she does all the things. She believes in women. And I'd love for you to introduce yourself a little bit more if you can. I told them what you do and about your babies and about your hubby. But maybe you can cover a few things that I didn't cover and just kind of like, I also want you to touch on the summit, like that is
Yeah.
happening right now,
Yes,
which I
yes,
get
yes.
to be a part of. And I'm really excited about that and talking about that because it's pretty valuable. There's a lot of amazing women in there.
Oh, it was just like so rewarding to do that. So I'm Sami Winkels. Like I said, like Ashley had said, you guys kind of introduced me already, but I'm more of like a mom motivational coach. I really like to kind of dig in and really help moms reveal their purpose and kind of run with it to really fulfill their dreams. Honestly, that's really what we all want, right?
Yeah.
We want to be able to have our cake and eat it too, figuratively and literally.
Literally.
But if you hear kids in the background, this is real life. Like this is real stuff going on here. I've got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old asleep. So I'm all about like having that functional living because a lot of our society is about this whole 9 to 5, which is a totally outdated practice.
Yeah.
And I've been a stay-at-home mom for 3 years, and I just felt like there's more to that. There's more to than just being mom. There's more than just, changing diapers and potty training. Um, and I think that everyone deserves to live that life.
Yeah.
So that's exactly why I created the Motivated Mompreneur Summit. So I really wanted to bring on some really impactful women that could share how they had taken what they love in life and turn that into a profitable business, as well as the impact that it's made on their families and any other advice that they have to share with the world. So I really went and I handpicked out some really great women like yourself. And yeah. And it's just like this powerhouse of just great, awesome, quick, hard-hitting videos. Everything's less than 30 minutes as far as the interviews go. And it's just really inspiring because if you're sitting there thinking about, well, I'm just a mom, this is the only identity that I'm going to have, shut up.
Yeah.
Stop lying to yourself. If you want more, you can make more. So don't just sit on the sidelines and wait for something to happen, because nothing is ever going to be handed to you. You have to take it and you have to run with it. And it's been amazing. Everyone has such a unique story with each of these summit videos that I really wasn't prepared for it. I was really expecting there to be like a lot of cookie cutter answers, and it's really not. Everyone has such a unique
Mine wasn't.
No, and honestly, like I cried during your interview, and yours was the only one that I really got like really emotional. Like I tried to reel it back, like, and I was like, no, just cry.
Yeah, it was so good. And I snuck in with the other women and I was like, dang, man, like it is good. And I want to go back for a second.
Yeah.
That's why I said yes to the summit, because motherhood is not an identity.
Yes.
Right. It's something that we do and we love and we sacrifice for. Right. And that's like anything that we do. We have a purpose, but then we have callings, and callings change. Right. So callings, I love this. Callings, no, don't even like, this is real life. So callings are like, and that's what I want. That's literally what Confidence in Coffee is about. Hello. Is moms like the dog and the mom and right. And you're still like interviewing, like this is real life. And we want them to see that. And, we've talked about that because like with the calling, like you're not always going to be a mom.
Right.
You have an empty nest. You're not always going to, like work as a teacher. Your career can change. Your grade changes. Like as when I worked in education, you don't work in the same grade. You know what I'm saying? Like everything changes. And so you really have to be founded, and that's my heart as a lifestyle coach, is like, we got to identify who you are, and that foundation's got to be pretty solid, or you're going to be confused. So you're going to identify with these callings, and then when they like flip and flop, they go away, right? You don't know who you are. And then what do you question yourself? And I think that with motherhood, it's a lot more harder. I'm sure you would agree, because mom guilt.
So 100%.
Right. So not only do you have like this 9 to 5 message, but you also have this message that moms sacrifice everything. Moms sacrifice, and we do. We do. But we don't have to lose ourselves. That is not, where is that? Like, where is that where it says sacrifice yourself? Like, you love other people, you serve other people, but you don't lose yourself in other people. Right.
And it's very easy to do that, especially being a mom, because you feel obligated. Like you said, with the mom guilt, it's an instinctual thing. We are programmed, we are hardwired to love the hell out of those kids, because we got to keep them alive and we got to do what's best for them 100%. Oh, she took she take it? See, and we're dealing with...
I think about marriage too, right? Like we love our spouses, but like we're not identified in our marriage. I'll be real with you. Like women are also identifying themselves in their marriage, and then their marriage falls apart because they're codependent. So, right. So when spouses change, or when spouses let us down, we lose it, because that's where we found our identity. Exactly. Right. You can't put that on a person. You can't put that on a friendship. Like you got to find out who you are and what you're supposed to do, because that's where true contentment is.
Yes.
And those women, I mean, the ones that I saw, they got it, man. Like they like even, and it's not even like sometimes like I don't got it. Right. Sometimes I'm like freaking done. Sometimes I doubt myself, but that's the beauty that's
Mhm.
the beauty of life, I think, is when we
Right.
can be real with each other like that and connect with each other and still empower each other to do what we're supposed to do.
Mhm.
And I love that. And the
Me,
word, and it needs it. Moms need the message
yes.
from this summit right now.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's so many things that have been going on, not even in the past 2 years, without all of the crud that's been happening, but so much within the past 50 years of our roles, how everything has changed in society. And I'm not saying that 50 years ago, that was the way that we should have been, or 60, 70, how many years ago it was, when we were expected to be at home with our children, to raise our children. But the ideals that we were expected to be the primary parent, and I'll throw around primary parent all day long because
The default parent.
yes, exactly. Yeah, because moms are almost, I would say 95% of the time the default parent, 100%. Like it's unnerving because that's not how it's supposed to be. It shouldn't have ever been that way. It shouldn't be that way now. And the problem with becoming the default parent is that you have to hold all the cards. And I'm going to reference a book really quick because I feel like everyone, especially moms, we all need this one. It's called Fair Play. And if you haven't read it, read it. It's a way to kind of divide out the activity, or, the daily things that go on in your life between you and your partner. And in a really easy way, and not a way where it's like, well, you are in charge of this and you are in charge of this. It's a constant shift. And I think that's what we need to realize, is that not only, in our lives as far as being moms, but as being a partner, just being someone in society, is that you need to be constantly shifting your grasp on things. You can't do it all. If you're an overachiever, if you're an overthinker like myself, then you feel like you need to bear all of those crosses, and you really don't.
Yeah.
Red.
Oh, you want red?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah. And that started, and yeah, that started many, many years ago. And it's kind of evolved into it's like the same foundational lie, but it's just evolved differently. And
exactly.
so there are seasons where my husband carried a lot more weight than I did. And
Mhm.
then there were seasons where I carried a lot more weight than he did. And like those little sayings like 50-50,
Mhm.
or 100-100. Sometimes it's
Right.
80-20.
Mm.
Sometimes it's 70-35. Like, and you have to be okay with that. Like,
Yep.
um, and communicating and being honest with yourself and with your spouse is super duper important. Um, and really expressing that, like, hey, I'm overwhelmed, or I feel like I'm losing myself.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So I feel like I'm starting to not know who I am or what I love. And I really need to figure that out, because I know it's not this. So I think that once we identify that that's not it, and it's okay that that's not it, we can truly have the permission to go and pursue what that is. So, you know,
I gave me red.
Okay, how about you go upstairs and go grab all the markers out of the bench, okay? Yeah, can you close the
how
door?
many women are in this? You're totally fine. How many?
We have a marker situation going on here.
I
So
get
we
it.
have 21 women that are doing the summit. And we actually have, and I don't know why I say this way, we actually have one woman in there that is not a mom. And I brought her in I just felt very aligned with her. And she serves a lot of moms. But I said, you know what? How wonderful would it be to have a perspective that isn't just someone who's a mom, but
Yeah.
has an outside perspective of what it's
Yeah.
like, to work with moms, but not be one. And so she's really great. It's Dara Singh is the gal. But it's been so amazing, because not only do we have that connection of being moms, but having that connection with Dara outside of, like, her not being a mom has been really great. So yeah, there are 21
Well, let me get a little bit personal with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first off, there was when I told my my community about the summit, there was a woman because I coach people that are not moms.
Mhm.
And I'm honored. I love that I identify so much. I'm so confident
Oh,
in who I am that
yeah.
women that are not moms can relate with me. Think about that. I
Yep.
want women to think about that. Like, look at the people that are surrounded by you. Pay attention, right? Who are you attracting? Who are you drawing to? Because who you are is not found in any of that,
Right.
right? And so you want to pay attention to that. And uh, there was a woman that emailed me back and said, "Well, can I come? I'm not a mom." And that's why I renamed the podcast from Motherhood Unfiltered to Confidence and Coffee, because there were numerous women that were like, "Can I listen? I'm not a mom." And I'm like, "This is not okay." Like, all women
All are welcome.
are welcome here, okay? Grandmas, moms, non-moms, cat lovers, I don't care. Like, you're welcome
Mhm.
here. And so they asked me about the summit, and I was like, "Girl, yes, okay. You are gonna gain so much from that. Like, you're totally welcome." I hate that. Like, if you think about that, like,
Yep.
I'm not a mom, or like it's like a club
It is.
a
And
little bit. Like,
it's
uh,
actually a discussion I had with
right?
Dara too. I said, I actually had this conversation with my husband, like when I had reached out to her and she's like, well, I'm not a mom. You can, how about we wait for those? Okay. Can I help you with these after I'm done? Okay, leave them upstairs, please close the door. Got beads out now. But I'd actually talked to my husband about it and I said, well, I don't know, should I, this is such a stupid thing. I said, should I let her in? And he looked at me and he's like, what do you mean let her in? Of course. Like, you don't need to have permission to, to have someone speak in your summit or have the value that they're going to give. And I'm like, why did I put myself in this box of like,
I hate
what?
boxes.
Yeah,
I do
why
the
did I
same
do
thing.
that? And I think that that's such a thing that we do as a mom. It's a mom culture thing. It's a mom vibe. Like, oh, I can connect with you because you've birthed a human or you've adopted a child or whatever. You take care of a small child. No, there's so much more to that. Especially as women, like we have just so much power and we deserve so much more than we've been giving ourselves credit for. And I think that, which, like I said, we're just hardwired with that in our brains that,
Yeah.
okay, these are my people. This is where I go. This is my flock. I go with them. But that's so stupid. And it's just not a correct way of thinking. You need to be a lot more open so that you can be aligned with the people that you do fit in with, regardless of where they came from, who they are. And
Yeah. Like, what do you base your relationship off of? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have a checkbox and like you base your relationship like, and I think it's because of pride kind of goes in there
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, I think so.
Only in regard like, "Ugh, you're not a mom, like,
You
you
don't
will
understand.
never understand."
Yeah.
Or if you are a mom, like, you'll never understand me, or you'll minimize what I do.
Right.
Let's just not minimize people.
Right.
Let's just be open and understanding and
Mhm.
compassionate and not assume
Yeah.
and not distinguish or shut another person down, and holy moly, the relationships you will have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, think about that. And that's kind of where that comes from. And it all, again, it's rooted just like with the whole mom vibe. I had literally just had an episode about this, like statistically, about moms and where things come from, like not giving your kids chores, like doing it all. Why are moms doing all the cleaning and all the, I literally just had this conversation about where it started. And I had numbers like statistics, and it's just so stinking sad. And it angers me a little bit. And I made a decision long ago that was not going to be my situation. I was open to the fact that there were going to be seasons of my life that I'm going to have to take on more than my husband, and he's going to have to, he did the same for me. But it's never going to be like I'm going into a marriage, or I'm going into this part of my life as a mom, and this is what I'm going to take on, and these are the people that I'm going to hang out with, and these are the people that only understand me.
Yep.
It's getting so bad, Sammy, that like people that have one kid, and understand, I have 4 freaking kids. You have 4 kids, right? Like, you have
3.
4.
I have 3.
So 3.
Please don't give me another one. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Okay. So I have caught myself being like, 1 kid, you're on vacation. Right. And you kind of are. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm also at the same time, just because I say that doesn't mean I'm minimizing the difficulty. Because let me tell you something. I'm only home now with 1 baby during the day. She's like 5 and 1. Okay. And it's a lot. And so I never want to minimize another mom for a different season. But do you see how specific it's gotten? It's like, well, you have 1 kid. Well, you have a girl. Well, you're a girl mom. You're a boy mom. We love to like put people in boxes, and it's all because of starvation of who am I?
Oh,
Right.
100%.
So it all comes from a root issue of like, I'm a mom. I'm an Enneagram 5, Enneagram. Like you hear like I'm an Enneagram 3, but you don't hear me talk about it all. Like you don't hear me go to you saying like you're a 5. You're totally a 5, girl. Like, right? Or like, oh my God, like, do you have 5 kids? I totally can tell. Like, ew.
Like, oh, thanks.
It's because people are hungry. Women are hungry because of this lie. There's something deep down in their soul. And you know me, I'm all about Jesus. It's Jesus, okay? But there's something deep down in their soul that is telling them that they're seeking. Who am I? Where do I belong? What am I supposed to do? And we are looking for it in all the wrong places. And that's what this summit's going to deliver. So I want to ask you something really personal.
Yeah.
What gave you the vision in the heart to start a summit? And you're a business coach, and you coach women specifically to help them in their business, or like believe in their business, or believe in their dream. What fired that up for you personally?
Oh, this is a great question. Okay. So, like I said, I started out being a stay-at-home mom 5 years ago. My oldest just turned 5 in January. So I stayed at home with her after I had been in like a corporate insurance job. Okay. So I loved my job. I really was 100% going to stay there after she was born, and handing her over to a stranger every single day literally just killed me inside.
I know that feeling.
So I couldn't, I was just a mess. I mean, I just couldn't do it. So I stayed at home with her, and fortunately for us, we were able to make it work. We were able to go on, from 2 incomes to 1. It was no problem. But it was about a year or so in, and we had gotten pregnant again, and we had miscarried, and we got pregnant again. And it was just, I was pregnant 3 times in 2017. Like, it was just a crazy emotional roller coaster of a year. I had tried to start another job that was, at home, and I tried finding remote jobs, which then you couldn't find anything. 5 years ago, remote, forget about it.
Right.
But I just really was reeling on this, just roller coaster of emotions. I really couldn't feel like, I didn't feel like I was had a purpose anywhere other than just being a mom and literally just popping out children, because all of my kids are less than 2 years apart. So they were, super close. But it was insane. So we had our second in September of 2019, and then we had our third in 2020, or 2018, she was born. But in this whole process of having babies and nursing them for a whole year, and just falling into this deep, deep rut of emotional turmoil, honestly, because I got depression, I got anxiety, I got anger. I had all of those things coursing through me those entire 4 or 5 years or whatever that I was pregnant and nursing. It didn't ever stop. And so I completely lost myself. I was gone. I gained 50 pounds. I was just in the lowest of the lows. And I finally, in 2020, when I was pregnant with my last, I said, this is enough. I'm done. I'm done. I need to figure out.
My juice.
You need to get your juice?
No, my birthday.
You spilled your juice? Can I get you more juice after I'm done on the phone?
What's that?
This is a bookmarker. Can you go back upstairs and I'll help you make it when I'm done, okay?
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
Can you
buckle.
close the door, please? One of my reasons of why, right here. Look at that. cute-
You need older children. This is why you need older children. Go clean it up.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. Well, the 5-year-old's up there. I will help you, but can I come finish this real quick? Can you close the door? Thanks, sweetie. I'll help you in a minute. Hazel's up there, but she won't help her. So anyway, it destroyed my self-identity. It just destroyed every inkling of hope that I had to go anywhere in life, because I had tried network marketing. I had tried affiliate marketing. I had tried working from home. I had tried, traveling, and nothing worked and nothing seemed to fill me up. And I was already empty. So trying new things and then failing just made me feel emptier.
Yeah.
And so I really just was like, you know what? I just have to create, because that's what I love to do.
Yes.
Is I love to create whatever that means, as I just need to create. So I started doing I made my own bouquets and everything for my wedding years ago. So I started doing stuff like that. I started doing crafty things. I started, oh, well, maybe I could sell this, and maybe I could do this, maybe I could do this. And then I realized that there are women out there that are going through the same exact thing that I am. So why am I not creating something for them? So
Good.
I really want to take people, from feeling like they have nothing, feeling like they have just an identity as a mom, and going in and digging in and really unleashing their passion, because without passion, you have nothing. And I've lost too many friends, and I'm going to get emotional. I've lost too many friends at a young age that have not lived their entire lives to show the world what they can do, that I feel like I'm living that for them. And I need to create something that creates a legacy for my children, because I don't want my life on earth to be for nothing. I want to be able to help others, and I want them to feel that they are needed and that they have a true purpose, because that's the only reason that we're here, is to create that, help others, and leave the world better for them.
Sammy.
That's it. So that's my whole spiel on purpose.
I'm going to say something super bold here. I have interviewed a lot of people, and they have shared their hearts, right? And their dreams and their passions, but I have never felt, I'm a feeler. I have never felt something so purposeful and passionate. It really is your purpose, what you're doing. If I can validate, it really is your mission. Your mission.
Mm-hmm.
It is so genuine. I have never interviewed someone that I that's it. That's what that girl's supposed to be doing.
I know it. Yeah. I can feel it every day.
Oh my gosh, Sammy.
Yeah.
I love what you said. I love how you thought about the other woman. You do everything for the other woman.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're also teaching your children to follow their dreams and their passions, and to be able to truly love themselves enough to also make a difference. You are literally, have you ever heard that Carrie Job song?
Mm-mm.
And their children, and they're you need to, I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah. Send it to me.
But it's about generations, and it's it's called The Blessing. And it talks about, and their children, and your children, and their children. And it talks about how we are God, we are praying, we are exempling, we are doing for generations to come. Generations to come.
Yes.
What you're doing is so far beyond you. And the fact that you know that, because I'll be real with you, I interview a lot of people, and I can see that they do it for themselves.
Oh, 100%.
But this is beyond you. And that is, I am so honored to know you. I know that God, Sammy, is going to do something phenomenal with what you're doing. It's amazing. Yeah, the baby knows it. The baby knows it. Okay. They know. They are literally the best truth tellers ever.
Do you need something, baby girl?
Yeah, just careful in the cat food.
Oh, I'll help you find it in a minute. Okay. You go upstairs and I'll go help you find
Sammy, do you talk at the summit or are you just hosting it?
it. So this is
Because these
something
women are my listeners are gonna be like, I need to hear her.
So it's funny because I don't actually have my own video. I have a video. I know I have a video that's in the page where you sign up.
Yes.
And it's less than 2 minutes. And that's not enough time to dig in and get deep. And
What do you say we do that? Okay. Like,
yeah, I know we need to. And so
you
it's
need to do
definitely
that.
something that I need to do because, you know, everyone's
If you
story
didn't
is
say
so
yes
important.
to the summit, nobody would get their message out.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
we need to hear why you said yes.
Exactly. That'll be the last day.
Yeah, I'm listening in. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Sammy, okay, so tell people, where can they find the summit?
okay.
How long is it going to be on? When does it end? Is it pre-recorded?
Yep.
And where can they find you?
Okay. So you can find me on Instagram is probably the best way, unless you look me up on Facebook, which I'm just Sami Winkels, pretty plain. But at Instagram, it's at Swinkles, SPWINKELS. It's just my name. It's not a funny joke. It's just my first 2 initials and my last name.
I love your name, by the way. It's literally so easy. I don't remember anybody's name. I know.
Yeah, I
actually remember yours.
I joked with my husband saying I wasn't going to take his last name when I got married to him. And I was like, no, it's pretty cute. So you can find me.
I love it so much.
You can find me at Squinkles on Instagram. The summit will be going on SamiWinkels.com. If you go on there, there will be a tab for the summit for the motivated mompreneur. You can go ahead and sign up. It's completely free. It's going to be going until the end of this month, end of May. So there's a few more days left, but everything's been pre-recorded. So I have everyone laid out. You'll have to log in to actually access the videos because I've got them on a whole course for everyone. But you can go through, watch them as many times as you want until the end of the month. For the free version, there is a paid version. If you want to pay for it, you can get unlimited access to them for a lifetime. So you can pay a little bit for that. I think at $47 for the VIP. But other than that,
it's worth it.
I honestly, like, I had so many aha moments, so many moments of getting chills, crying, obviously, in your interview. There's so many wonderfully great things that you can pull from this. If you are from a place where you have
the value
where you're going, this is it. This will give you 21 different ideas of where people are going with their lives, 21 different ways that people have impacted their families with what they are doing. And they have freebies. Oh my God, the freebies. There's so many different freebies that you can sign up for. You can just go ahead and grab. I've got all the links and everything when you log in and watch the videos. So it's just,
all the resources, all the value.
The value is just
all the connections. It's
insane.
Like cheap. That's cheap for what it's actually worth.
Yeah. And if you even just get the free version, I'm like we're giving away, like, it's thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of value there.
Yes, it really is. Okay.
So go check it out because it's going to be, like I said, only for a few more days that we're going to have it up there. If you go pay for it, you'll have access. And then I do have an option as well to buy a part of my course, which is the monetization method. So you can actually figure out how to put your idea into a money-making process.
So good. So good.
Yes.
All right, Sami, thanks for coming on. And I am so grateful that we connected.
Yes.
I literally am like in my head, like, how are we going to meet? When are we going to get together? Like, when are we going to like have girl time? Like our weekends, like you don't even know. I have our whole life planned out. It's weird, probably, but that's okay. Thank you so much, Sami.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy that? I'd love to see you over at ashleyhenriott.com, where you can subscribe to this podcast and channel on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen. And while you're at it, I'd love to see the value that you found in Confidence in Coffee. So drop the ratings, the reviews, and the comments. Plus subscribe to this channel and tell a friend too. I'd love to see you over on TikTok or Instagram, where I keep it real in the reels, okay? Make sure you tune in next time on Confidence in Coffee.